So this is the light in the dream.
Well, what came to me is that bringing the light to the darkness is really what psychotherapy does. You know, it shines the light into the darkness, but we can't heal that. The healing comes from the Holy Spirit. So that's bringing the darkness into the light is where the true healing happens. We can shed light on the dysfunction that's bringing the light to the darkness, but it doesn't have the power to do the complete healing that the Holy Spirit can do. So it helped me understand the role that psychotherapy has, but it doesn't have the power to do the complete healing all on its own. It just brings the light into the darkness and shines the light on the dark places, but we don't have the power to do that.
Oh, I have to speak up to Heather. I have a great example, Heather. I'm just going to come out and share it. Who's ever on here, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
But I came to you, right, in darkness, and you shed your light onto me, right? And then you sent me here.
Yeah.
For the Holy Spirit. I mean, I have tears in my eyes. For the Holy Spirit to do the rest.
Right, because what? Yeah, exactly. When you and I spoke, Susie, it was like this isn't something I can do. This isn't even if it isn't even the problem.
But you gave me your light. You shined your light into my darkness. Right, Jonica?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you brought the darkness to the light. And now you're feeling that, Susie. And that's, you know, that's the difference. It just hit me so hard. It's like, oh my God, that's the difference between the two.
Right. So incredibly that we're both on here.
Hey, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, there's Heather's right on. There is a supplement to the Course in Miracles, which is outside the first 3 volumes. It's called a supplement called Psychotherapy, Principles, Process, and Practice. And it echoes what Heather was saying. A psychotherapist in the conventional sense might think that they have theories that are going to help heal the other person, believing what they were taught, that's going to help heal the other person. And the Miracles corrects that error and say the psychotherapist has a role, but the role is to acknowledge in their own mind that all the real healing comes from the Holy Spirit, and that they but are a conduit, a channel, a co-creator in that process to facilitate the other person healing from the Holy Spirit. And
I think they say in the Eastern traditions, they say it's the finger pointing at the moon.
Yes.
No, that's the finger. It says pointing to the light where the healing can actually take place.
Yeah.
And Heather, that light that you shined into Susie's darkness to give her the light was extended to me. And that's how it works, how the great ray continues.
Now I'm going to start.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Extends into everybody.
In this context, because Heather and David and Susie are all located in Palm Beach County and, you know, and still in connection with each other, one form or another, many times you can have an impact on somebody who's visiting in town, and then they go back home thousands of miles away and you lose touch with what happens to them. But the light that you share with them then propagates to people they know, just in the way that we heard here tonight. You never hear about it because of the distance and space and all, but nonetheless, it continues to propagate outward. So when I speak of cascading light levels, it's like cascading waterfall to the next pool, to the next pool, to the next pool. That's what we're talking about, is the propagating of light.
Yeah.
And you can count on it because the source is so powerful.
Yeah.
If you could see in a 1,000,000-year time span, all in a minute, you would see that that light had propagated to thousands, millions of souls.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody for the light and the prayers going up for my husband, John. He was in a lot excruciating pain today, so maybe after our prayers, he'll have a lighter day tomorrow.
Mm.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
And I just want to say one last thing, Jonica. You know how it says that everybody we meet is a lesson or something? And so, like you just said, somebody might come into town. So I might get physically separated from that person, right? As it says in the manual for teachers or wherever it says that, I don't know. But I still have a relationship
Yeah.
with that person. I'm just not physically together. But so, you know, it's just all the rays.
Yep.
It's really cool.
Yes. Yeah. And for those of you that have been before, you know that I'm a big fan of the jigsaw puzzle as a metaphor. That another person's life might be somewhere on the other side of the puzzle, far away, lose touch with them, but yet they fit and contribute to the puzzle just as much as all of us do. And everyone is needed there. And so what we say is the Holy Spirit has that big picture in mind. She understands this. And the more that we experience this ourselves, we begin to understand, oh, wow, the light is propagating to both people that I know and people that I've never heard their stories of, because we're all interrelated to there. Heather?
I just love what Susie just said. What she said, you know, we're all rays. I mean, like we're just one of those rays coming out of the sun. That's just such a beautiful image. I just got it. It's like, wow, what a nice way to think of that. We're just one finger, you know, of the ray coming out of the sun. That's just amazing. Talk about being the light of the world. Great job, Susie.
So friends, we run over time. Thank you. That felt like a holiday celebration to me, what just happened, completely spontaneous. So thank you for sharing, and happy new day, happy new year, happy journey, happy dream here into the light. And we'll look forward to connecting our puzzle pieces together again. Namaste. Thank you, Julie,
Namaste.
for reading.
Namaste.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
This is God
Thank
to
you,
all.
Julie.
Love you all.
Love you.
Too.
Julie,
See you
thank you, everybody.
Bye.